It's strange, being in a place that feels like home and a stranger all at once. Walking through the streets, hearing a language that I've grown up around but never fully mastered. Back at home, life moves pretty fast. Deadlines, expectations, and the constant hum of what's next. Out here, life slowed down. It wasn't about what you're doing or achieving, it was just about being. Living life day by day. No rush, no noise. I didn't realize how much I needed that, to just stop. Out there, none of that mattered. And it hit me. I've been stuck in between worlds my whole life. One world tells me to go faster, to achieve more. The other reminds me that there's beauty in simplicity. But I've never fully lived in either. Always halfway, always unsure. Vietnam reminded me that I don't have to choose. I can draw from both, and that realization, it unlocked something in me. I stopped overthinking while I was over there, and instead of worrying if something was good enough, I just created. I let moments speak for themselves. The colors, the lights, and the people. They all told stories that didn't need me to force anything. It reminded me why I love what I do. Not for the likes, not for the validation, but for the joy of capturing something real, of seeing the world a little differently. If there's one thing Vietnam has taught me, it's that creativity isn't about perfection. It's about letting go of the noise and just focusing on what matters the most. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to fit neatly into one world or the other. You just need to keep on creating. Keep moving forward and trust that the path will unfold as you go.
So you're probably clicking on this video thinking I'm going to spill the sauce, and you're exactly right. I've organized my thoughts on my laptop and I'm about to spill the sauce to you. Hopefully you can take away something from this video and apply it to yourself. If you haven't already, go subscribe, stay up to date with this channel. So in this video, of course, I want to share to you a tool that's been a real game changer for the way I've been color grading my videos. Dehancer is this awesome film emulation and color grading plugin you can use with editing softwares like DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, or even Final Cut Pro. It's a favorite among filmmakers and editors who want that analog film vibe. It's all about getting that cinematic, old school nostalgic look with tools that make your footage feel more organic and authentic. So let's talk about Dehancer and why it stands out for me personally. It's insanely easy to use. The sliders make adjustments smooth. The mask feature, you can see how much of the effect is being applied on the video and adjust accordingly, which I love the most. It's a lifesaver for seeing the effects like the halation or the bloom, and you see how much of that you can change. You can customize them as well. I love how many film halations it offers, though I do admit picking one can be quite intimidating or overwhelming for a beginner. But I love them to see if they could organize these into maybe like movie titles or the genre that they're in, which could, you know, make it a lot easier for people to pick out what sort of vibe they want to express or make their videos come across. But yeah, I'm about to demonstrate to you how I would typically use it in my workflow. What I would do is I'd drag Dehancer onto my clip, set the input source Rec 709 for my Sony a7S III, and pretty much does half the job. And I just adjust the basics like the exposure, the temperature, the tints if I really have to, but I generally just do minor adjustments. From there, I dive into the film relations. This is my favorite part. One of my personal favorites is the Kodak Vision 3 200T. It's my go-to, and hopefully it is yours as well. Then I fine tune the black and the white points in the expand tab and finish it off with some grain. My goal is to keep things simple and sort of let the image speak for itself. And here's the before and after. You can see there's a huge difference. The colors pop a lot more, but they don't overpower the shots themselves. It's premium, it gives off a cinematic but still true to life vibe. And yeah, that's what I try to go for every single time.
Dehancer has launched on iOS, which means you can now get that cinematic film look straight from your phone. You get all the key features like the film stocks, halation, bloom, grain, letting you dial in that organic filmic feel without complicated setups. If you want to try it out, the app is available now. Plus, if you use promo code JarensWorld, you'll get 10% off your purchase.
So if you're a creator, it's definitely worth checking out. It's a tool that can elevate your work and make it stand out. Whether you're making commercials, short films, documentaries, or even just daily vlogs, it just adds that polish that gets you tons of notice, especially from the film community. And the best part is that you don't need to be a pro to get amazing results. If you get your hands on Dehancer, I just say play around with it, experiment, go crazy, not too crazy. And with Dehancer, there's so many options that you can play around, figure out your style, your vibe, or how to express yourself as a creative. Just don't overthink it, and soon enough, naturally, you'll just discover your style. So on that note, I just ask you one simple question. What about you? What's your biggest challenge when it comes to color grading? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you want to follow along. Thanks for watching, and just remember, keep on creating, don't stress the little things. And just like that, I'll see you guys in the next one.